So for today's video, we're going to delete the IMRC in my 2019 Mustang GT. This is going to be helpful for all of you guys with your 18 and up Mustangs that are chasing boost. So this is pretty common practice to delete all of this stuff back here, your IMRC. I'm going to show you how to do this, and here's the catch, here's the kicker. It's going to cost me $0. Let's go. So to start, what we need to do is pull off our intake manifold here. So we got a couple of things to take apart and get out of the way. We're gonna lift this guy up out of the car. Pretty simple, really just honestly a few bolts and then some wires. Very simple, should be a very fast video and should be a little bit of fun. All right, we're just gonna get some of this out of the way here. Start unplugging. Come on, there we go. Get that loose. PVC lines, that should pop free, just like that. Get that out of the way. I'll take our throttle body loose right here at this connection. Alright guys, we have this thing out of there, the intake manifold, and this is pretty much what the top of your engine looks like without that. So we're going to cover up these holes, make sure nothing gets down inside of there. So you got to move some heater hoses out of the way. You're going to be messing with injectors and fuel a little bit, so make sure that you're being very careful. And there's a bunch of plugs in the back. Just take your time and then don't try to start tugging and pulling on things. Just be careful about it. Can't stress that enough, honestly. Oh buddy, we're getting another car part. More packages. It's so cool. We're working on the car and just more stuff keeps coming. I love it. BMR, you are so good to me. Discount codes in the description, just like all the rest of the videos. We're gonna set this safely right there. This is exciting. What's in this box is pretty sweet. Stay tuned. So getting the intake manifold out of the car is easy enough, and this second part is going to be just that much more easy. So right here and right here, you're gonna need one of these guys, and you're gonna pry them off of the back of this, and then you're gonna follow up with a T25 Torx bit here, 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 bunch everywhere. You're gonna take all of this stuff off of the back of the intake manifold. This is everything that you are going to remove. Set that to the side, get rid of it, whatever you want to do. Now, we got to make sure that the intake runners are open. So we got to find the right position on both sides. And here comes the glory of this video and how we are doing this for free. Now that we have removed the control module off the back, we want these runners to be open. If we are in this position right here, you can see that it closes. Hopefully the camera will pick this up. There we go. So there is closed and open. So what we want to do is lock these into the open position on both sides. Here's how we're going to do that. If you're doing this yourself, you can certainly confirm once you pull your intake manifold off, but in this position right here, so up is closed on this side, down to the left is full open. Now up in this position on the right side is closed, and then full down is open. Now using a drill, what we want to do is put a hole right through there. Don't go into your runners here. This little spot right there, little rectangle spot, is where we're going to actually go in through. You're going to do one there, and then you're going to move over to the right side of the back of this. You're going to pull a hole straight down through there, which I'm going to flip this over when we do it, and then you're going to find another spot and do a hole back here. And we're going to actually lock these out with zip ties. Now I know that they make little block off plates for this, but this works the same. Honestly, a lot of people are doing it this way. I don't think that we're going to have an issue, so let's go ahead and start drilling. Okay, now what we are left with, and this is completely reversible if you ever want to go back to stock. We have a small hole right there, room enough for a zip tie, and on the top here we have one there you can see, and right there on the other. Now reconfirm that your runners are open, and then you're just going to follow up through a zip tie. It's coming through the bottom here. Wrap it around like this. Pull it through. And then make sure this is really tight. Just like that. And this is never going to come free. So you could spend the money on a block off plate, or you could just do this with a zip tie. It's not going to open back up. For the other side, we're doing the same deal. Just come through like this, wrap it around. If you put your hole in the right spot, this will work. Get it behind the lip of this little lever right here, and you really make sure it's tight. So yes, this is never ever going to come undone. All that's left to do is cut off your excess. And right here is the finished product. That is how that looks. And then on this side, just like that. If you're going to change injectors, if you're going to mess with any of your fuel rails, any of that stuff, now is the perfect opportunity for you to accomplish that. Now this question is going to come up too, is what about these? Do we need to plug that? And do we need to plug that on an 18 and up manifold? And the answer is no. A little bit different than the 15 through 17 cars. Now that you have deleted everything on the back, basically you have just a through design right there to there, and you just leave that open. It's not going to hurt anything. And if you're going to leave your engine cover off, you can actually pull these, grind them down, whatever, pull these studs out. No big deal there, and it'll just clean up everything. Also, something important to note is some of the connections that go under the back of the IMRC and all the components back there, whatever has been unplugged that you cannot plug back in, you're going to tape them off, and then you're going to electrical tape or zip ties to the back of this wiring harness here. You do not want them flopping around, because underneath of these guys here, down here, these are your knock sensors, so you don't want anything back here rattling around that's going to create false knock. So something very important that you guys need to know. I've also decided I'm going to wait on installing the new FIC injectors, which are over there. I'm going to leave them off for now, leave all of this done, because I need to actually start taking these coil covers off, all of this stuff out, the spark plugs, all of this, everything's got to come loose. All of this has got to come loose, because we are going to be doing oil pump gears very, very soon, the next couple of days. Shouldn't be too difficult. Honestly, everything has been going smooth so far, so I don't foresee any issues, but stay tuned to the channel. This is a big project, and I want you all to be a part of it. Now for your H-block down here, so we're going to leave most of this alone until we start running vacuum for the turbo. And we're probably going to put the vacuum block maybe over here in this general area somewhere. We need to leave as much of this open as possible, so you can have the piping come through here. We also need to leave room for a catch can and also fuel regulators, everything else is going to mount right around here in this vicinity. This right here you can leave off for now. What you can do is plug that. If you're not doing the rest of this, if you're just deleting IMRC, you can basically just plug this end right here, this top left, because that's where it goes into the front of the manifold. And remember, there's nothing in the back there. Guys, that's it. That's the video. Pretty simple, right? So now we're good to go for the turbocharger, which should be here in a couple of days. Do have, as of this video, and I will showcase this in the next one, but we do have the new turbo manifolds already bolted to the car. We are getting ready to start messing around with the plumbing, the vacuum lines. Everything is smooth sailing at this point. We're having no problems. Again, what we're doing, if you don't know, is we're doing a Hell Horse Performance twin turbo kit with 64-67 comp triple ball bearing oilless turbos. It's going to be a low mount system. This car is going to go fast. Again, check back every couple of days to the channel for new modifications. That is the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, if you found it entertaining, and if you found it educational. And I will see all of you guys in the next one.